Okay, good morning, YouTube. We did not need the tarp last night. We're going to get that down here in a minute. We just got out of bed, just got a bear bag down at 7:10. Kind of slept in. The sound of that waterfall covers the sound of the birds that usually wake me up, so I was able to sleep a little longer, which is nice. But I realized this morning, since I never made a fire, excuse me. Well, I had a fire, but I didn't have a big fire. I had a small fire just for the smoke. And we didn't get much sun here. My shoes are wet, so I'm putting on wet shoes for today's. I got about 8 miles, 6 to 8 miles to walk today, I think. I gotta double check everything. But we're walking uphill in wet feet. It's whatever. Anyway, something tripped over one of our paracord, our tent lines last night. We were sleeping. It was about an hour or so after dark, so probably about 10 o'clock, maybe 11 o'clock at night. All of a sudden, the whole tent shakes, and my dog jumps up, and I never heard anything. Never smelled, heard, seen anything. I opened the tent, immediately run out here to see. No idea what that was. Could have been a branch, but I couldn't find anything. I thought maybe a branch fell. But the only conclusion I can come to is, and I'll show you why I come to that conclusion. Because this morning, we wake up, he's over here doing his duty already. But we wake up and something was digging for grubs. Maybe a bear? All the way through here. This is all dug up. So, the only thing I could think of is a bear was in here last night and we didn't even know it. But yeah, all that's dug up all around here. So I think he wandered through. I don't know if he came through this way. Because look, there's a footprint, actually. Huh. Maybe that's what he did. Maybe he tripped over this one and I just thought it was my tent because I was half asleep. Is that his tracks here? Did he do this? That's what I think, but it didn't knock that over. Or maybe when he did this one. I'm not sure though. Anyway, that's what happened. The whole tent went really a lot bigger than that. But there's like a trail that goes down here to the river. I don't know if he tripped on this. Anyway, point of the story is something fucking woke us up. Had pig on high alert for a while. Well, we were back on the trail. I opted not to wear pants again. Luckily, this one seems a little bit better. Definitely stinging nettle. I already got hit a couple times. This is all nettle, but it's better so far than the other side. I'm gonna pray that it stays this way. We're less than a half mile in. I'm already tired. Every movement is exhausting. Day 3 of hiking the West Virginia mountains. I'm just so grateful this trail is worn down. Okay, I hope it's like this all the way back. There's the river. Probably some campsites coming up down here. I was going to keep going and hit the next campsite, but that one was so close to water, and I didn't want to have to carry any just in case. Remember, we were out when we got to there. Somebody was here. So, we were desperately needed to fill up, and I already had the backpack off, so I was like, well, this is where we're staying. But, alright, until next time. So here was the next campsite. I'm glad we went to the one we did. No good flat spot. You are on the river, but you gotta climb down. So, I guess over here is an easier way down, but still, I'm glad we camped where we did. Alright, first break. We ain't even made it a mile yet. We started at 17.79 miles. We're at 18.32. It's very, very humid, as you could tell. I'm soaked to the bone already. My glasses are fogging up really bad. I'm kind of hoping the sun's going to burn some of this off, but it's supposed to be another 93-degree day. Possible thunderstorms in the afternoon. But that's what they said yesterday. We didn't get it. There will be rain by tomorrow. It kept jumping back and forth from 9 a.m. to 3 in the afternoon. So that's why we got to go to, we're about to pass up our second campsite. That means we'll have 5 or 6 more. On the 5th one that we pass after this one will be the North Fork Trail. And we're going to take a right or a left. I can't remember. I'll have to look again. But we're going to turn onto the North Fork Trail. There's a camp there we could stay at. It's not far from the truck. But there's one last camp. So if we're exhausted, which we probably will be, we'll stop there. But I want to get as close to, because I got a 6-hour drive home. So if I can get to that last one and then be in the truck by 8, I could be home by 1 or 2 in the afternoon, still have a little bit of time to get stuff done around the house. Very hot. So thirsty, but my stomach is so full from breakfast and water. I feel like I'm gonna throw up. So we're just trying to take it easy, but excuse me. This has been most of the path. Lots of blowdowns. I should have showed you that last one. I'm very surprised my dog can get over it. There was like 15 of them you had to climb. I did some tightrope walking, and balancing. It was kind of fun. The problem with my dog walking behind me now, he walks right on my fucking heels. You can't even see him. See? He'll take every opportunity he can to get past me. So every time I slip or whatever, my foot kicks him in the face, my poles hit him, and he just doesn't learn. He's a stubborn son of a bitch. But alright, on to the path. This is a very cool area. It's a run here. Oh, by the way, I'm going to put a screenshot of where each break is, where each camp is on the way up from now on. I don't know if it helps or not, but it'll be cool for me to see later when if I think about doing this one again. Right after our break, not even 100 feet away, 100 yards maybe, yeah, about 100 yards. I can still see the log we sat on. There's a nice campsite right here. This would have been beautiful, right on the water. But anyway, it wasn't on the map. Pig, no. So, shit, where'd the trail go? All right, we figured out the trail. We were going that way, and we got lost, and we came back. Figured out it's actually over here where he snuck off to again. Very tricky to get across this without getting your feet wet, but it's doable. We weren't ready to cross that. These are very slippery rocks, so just know that. They quite dangerous. I probably should have changed out my shoes. Pigpen, stop. So it's hard to film while walking, but this entire hike is right next to this. I think it's the Cranberry River. I don't remember now. Could be the North Fork, but or the Middle Fork. I don't know. We're on the Middle Fork Trail, so I'm assuming that's the Middle Fork River. Point is, this is a much prettier hike. There's some definitely overgrown areas and a lot of blowdowns. Less mud so far, and less overgrown. Alright, trail came from over there. We got creative and came up this way a bit, and then when I was able to cross over those big ones right there, got that wet, not too wet, just 1 foot and barely. But looks like this is the 3rd crossing. I don't know if it's the final. That's what some guys said. I see it on YouTube. They said you cross it 3 times. That'd be nice if it is the final, but we're gonna get water here because it looks like it goes up pretty steep. The river keeps following up with us though. I was gonna take a break at the next campsite, but let's let him water up, get cooled off. I'm gonna get cooled off. I took a big biff back there. I hit the ground once again. What happens is there's these sticks on the trail facing you and your toe hits the stick. And when you try to lift your foot to go around it, it sticks into the ground because it's a stick. And yeah, it just trips you up. Okay, we made about another half mile. It's a nice little rocky outcrop area. I've heard the snakes are bad in this spot. We haven't seen any this whole trip, but we've already gone almost 21 miles. They said this is 23 and a half. I've got 4 or something like that till I hit the 3 and a half. So that's 25 miles already just to hit the next trail. But that's around camp, I think. So anyway, I just wanted to keep you informed. We are back on the trail, and here we go. We just found a real nice camp. I don't know if you see the camp fire ring, but it's right on the water, and look at all that space and flat ground. That's nice. Too bad we can't stay here tonight. I was also going to take a break here, but we're just going to cool off for 10 seconds and then head back down the road. I guess we'll break at the next campsite. We'll see how far that is here in a second. We went off trail. You got to cross this thing back there a little ways. And we started going up that hill till we realized this can't be it. We finally found our way to go back down the hill. So now I'm ready for a break again. I feel like I ain't even gone that far. I think we might eat lunch here. It's a little early, but we have a run behind us going to the river below us down here. And we got sun, so I'm going to charge that battery up so I can recharge my phone. It's got 1 bar left. And so I need to stay here at least an hour. So I think that's what we're going to do. I found a nice spot for me to sit in the shade. And we're going to take lunch here. While we were eating our salami and ham, or whatever it is, pepperoni, wraps, something's crashing through the woods coming towards us. I'm way too hungry and tired to move. We're just gonna have to fight. We'll see what happens. Stay tuned. I totally forgot about the forecast. Possible thunderstorms in the afternoon. We're just afternoon, so somewhere between now and 5 and 6 we might get rained on. That could change things, but one thing is it's cooler right now and I'm grateful for that. So we're not gonna wait too much longer. We're gonna get back on the road. Let's see if we can get to the camp a little earlier than We wanted to because we might need to set up the tarp. Okay, lunch is over. We only sat there about a half hour, maybe 35 minutes. But we couldn't get to that or that waterfall. We had to go back down the trail and grab that little run pig. So we got about 2.5 miles to the turnoff, but it looks like neither one of those, or the last site doesn't have any water on it. It may not, but the second to last has a better shot of it. So, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see when we get up here. This is a nice little spot for a minute. We did just see a bear track. I didn't take a picture of it because I didn't realize what I just stepped in until I already stepped in it. So I was like, fuck it. I'm too tired anyway. There'll be more mud ahead if it's following this track. It didn't look like a very big one, probably a young adult, but definitely a bear nonetheless. We are in the sanctuary. I just hope we're not following it. Well, he was going this direction. Let's hope he broke off the trail. We'll find out. Keep moving. Guys, see this cool little campsite. There's a run here, trails right there. You cross the run, you come in here and look at this. It's got 3 good benches, or stools, and then a motherfucking fireplace, bro. With birch wood on top so you can start your fire easier. Ain't that something? To bounce that heat back at you. Keep the wind from blowing the smoke in your face so much. Nice and flat all around here. Plenty of trees for hammocks. I see a trail that goes down. Looks like another way down to the river, but you were right on this river. Look at how beautiful that is. Anyway, we're going to break here for 10 minutes or so. Not too long. The sun keeps going behind clouds, so it's kind of pushing me forward, but we are dying of exhaustion and sweat and dehydration and all that. So, Pigpen, stay over here. Come on. So we're going to break here for a bit. Right now, it's just a constant thunder. Doesn't sound good, but the sun's still above us. Honestly, wouldn't mind a little rain, but a thunderstorm could cause some danger with the trees falling and stuff. We don't need no deadfall on our heads. No widow makers making widows. Guys, the loudest thunder crack I have ever heard happened directly above us. Scared the shit out of my dog. And me, to be fair. Oh, it's still rolling. Pig, stop. Wait. No. Dude, that scared the shit out of me. Directly above my head. We're gonna come to a clearing. Let's see if we can see what them clouds look like. Sun's shining. What the hell? Okay, we're down in here. It's so hot. The sun goes away. It feels like the temperature was down for a second, but then the humidity just gets tenfold. Right now my glasses are all fucked up. But anyway, we're about a third over, somewhere between a third and a half to the campsite where we want, the second to last. Well, there's 2 on that first corner, I think, and then 1 on the turnoff. So, we still got a ways to go. I want to get there before setting up a tarp. I kind of feel like this is gonna blow over. I mean, the sun's fucking shining, but that don't mean a lot. I've been in the sunshine with it pouring before, so all right, moving along. I'll take you with me for a minute so you can see what kind of trail it's been today. It's been nice. Just up, up, up. There's people that do this trail I just did as a day hike. I did it in 3 nights. I could have done it in 2, but we're gonna stop and at the end of it, somewhere close to the end. Yeah, I wanted to show you some thunder, but it's gone now for the moment. Alright guys, it got way darker. The thunder's calming down, but I do believe I'm gonna get a little wet, which I'm soaked to the bone anyway. I'm just a little more worried about my gear. It's supposed to be a waterproof bag. We'll find out. It is muggier. Okay, we're almost there. Not too far. There's a knocked over mushroom. Something's crashing through the woods up here. So we're gonna go discover it together. Could just be the breeze. Holy cow, that breeze was so nice right there. Oh, that was so nice. It definitely felt like rain in that breeze. It was cool. Okay, whatever. All right, no bear. Guys, hey. Sorry. It has started raining. But as of right now, it's just a sprinkle. I can see where the sun wants to be out. Still a lot of thunder. But we're gonna welcome this rain for now. I just don't want to get my phone wet. Or my towel for that matter. I need my sleeping gear. My blanket. My quilt is on the bottom of my pack. So if it's not waterproof, it's probably getting wet. We'll deal with that when we get there though. For now, we welcome the rain. So we just passed the campsite we were gonna stop at. There's a group of people there, a couple tents, a couple dogs. They said they weren't having a campfire, so had to come from the other side of the mountain. Or the other side of the ravine. Anyway, they said there's a pretty nice camp up here, about a quarter mile. So we just checked the map. They are in the site that I was probably gonna stop in, but my original plan was to do the very last one, which is ahead of us. It says a half mile, so half mile to camp, guys. Big bat. Hi. It's we're going up the hill that way. It's starting to rain pretty good now. It's getting pretty dark in here. We're in an open spot where it's not so dark. But there is no water. I knew it. This campsite's not gonna have any water, so we might hunker down there until this rain passes and then go to the truck and go find a dispersed camping site near water. I have a few of mine. We made it to the campsite. It's a pretty good one, but I don't think we're gonna stay here. Pig doesn't like the fun. He's sitting on my lap right now. Ow. We got the tarp up just in time to keep our stuff dry, but we're pretty wet, and the wind's blowing this rain sideways. So I got the tarp set up in the wrong direction. This storm's getting pretty heavy. We're gonna have to watch for trees falling. Pig, I need to get off of me. He is being a bitch. Look at him. I can't sit like this, Pig. All right, we gotta go. I have no way. I'm checking radar, but we're tucked way in under this tarp because a lot of it's coming in from that side. We hastily put this up right when it started to rain and we weren't feeling the drops yet. You could just hear it on the canopy, you know. Well, we were feeling some of them, but anyway, we're staying pretty dry down here. Using my bag as a backing for sitting. My dog is just squishing into me. He does not like being out here in the rain. Well, good and bad news. Well, one thing is I changed into my dry shirt. it cooled off a lot, which is very nice. But it does not look like it's going to be done for quite a while. We've been under here for an hour. It slowed down, so we went and adventured to go look to see what's around here. Behind us, there is water. I don't know if it's just because it's raining that it's running, or if it runs natural or all the time. But we can fill up water here. Bad news is no flat spots. What I thought was a flat spot, I went and checked out. Really not good at all. This is like a giant hump in the middle of it. This is a great hammock spot, but I don't have a hammock and I've never been able to really sleep in a hammock. So we might fill up our water bottle at least so we can make the 1.5 mile trek out of here. Well, I think we decided we're gonna make a break for it. We're gonna get soaked. Thunder's starting to go away. Everything is soaked, and this is such an overgrown trail. Right now it's not so bad, but anywho, okay, we're making a beeline for it. We just got the tarp back in the backpack. We just gotta know we're definitely getting wet. But well, I'll let you know when we get there. Wait, is this the split? Hold on. North Fork Trail, Middle Fork Trail. Does it go that way? Holy cow, I gotta look at my thing. Hold on. I'll be back. No, that was right. That was the turn I forgot about. But the North Fork Trail is the trail we started on. We ended on the Middle Fork Trail. Our camp was just down this hill right there. It's just a switch back there. We switched back to the main trail. And the next sign I see will be the access trail. So, and then it'll be the split with the north-south trail. So it'll be a 4-way. And I'm gonna take a left. And then I got about a 1/2 mile from there to my truck. Wish me luck. Guys, look at this place though. Moss covering everything. Oh, almost went down. But it's just gorgeous. Guys, we're making good time. The path is super clear up here. It's still uphill. It's still exhausting. But we're making good time. We're almost to the split. Alright guys, we still got a mile. 9/10 of a mile. We're not close. We've only made it like a quarter of the way. We're huffing it too much. We gotta slow down. It seems a little brighter. This is where the weather was coming from. The sky's a little bit brighter. I have high hopes we're gonna be okay. So, here we go. I already know when we're about to enter one of the sceneries that made me want to come here. The straight pine forest. Look at this. It's just amazing. Selena loves pine forest. She would love this place. Alright, I need my hiking sticks. Alright. I think we finally made it to the top of the hill. Well, it's going up very lightly, but we got 3/10 of a mile to the turn and 4/10 of a mile to the truck from there. So we're there in 7/10. 3/4 of a mile on flatter earth, and we're in the drive. Right to the split, and the rain's picking up. We go that way. That's the way we started 26 miles ago. That's the north-south trail. Look how wide open that is. It's the most popular trail. There's the Middle Fork Trail. It's not too bad, but it's all uphill. That one, all downhill. I have no idea how many, but I'm pretty sure we went over 3,000 in elevation when they said something like 23 So, and we went 26 miles when all trails said 23 and a half. So, take that with a grain of salt. Half a mile to the truck. Let's go. Made it to the kiosk. Raisins started raining pretty good, but it don't really matter. We're soaked. That means we're like 100 yards or so from the road. And we just gotta cross it to get to the truck. I should actually get my keys out here. Good idea, Brad. We'll be back. Alright, so map says we're only 450 feet away from the trailhead. Alright, we're back in the truck. It has a little bit of lighting. They got some really dark windows. We're wet. We're tired. I think we're heading as close to home as we can. Just cause if we get there, we can get there at 11 at this point. Shower, eat some good food, and then I got backpacking food for my next trip. Plus I got to get all that stuff tried out. So I know the way home from here. I don't know the way home from wherever else I'm going. So all right, man, that was it. It was 3,205 feet of elevation gain. So that was wrong. It was 26 and a half miles, so it was 3 more miles than all trails said, and it took me just about 18 hours and 3 days to hike this trail. If people are doing that all in one day, God bless you. But all right, that's it. We'll see you next time. Subscribe to the Camp Anyways trail or YouTube if you guys want to see more of these. I'm doing them more and more.